Welcome, I'm TSC Tyler, and today we're going to have 2K predict the 2023 season. So basically, we're just going to start from today, and then we're going to see what 2K thinks and who they're going to have win the championship, win MVP, all this stuff, and then we might come back and make a video on it and see how good they were in terms of accuracy. At the moment, the Bucks are the 1 seed, followed by the Celtics, Sixers, Cavs, the New York Knicks, and Brooklyn Nets. And then in the play-in spots are the Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, Toronto Raptors, and Chicago Bulls. And then you can see who's just not in the battle. I mean, the Magic, Hornets, and Pistons. But everybody else is technically in that fight. In the West, the Nuggets have the 1 seed, I would say, locked up almost. Then we have the Grizzlies, the Kings, the Phoenix Suns, the Clippers, the Warriors. And then in the play-in spots, we have the Mavericks, the Timberwolves, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Utah Jazz. And then outside looking in, we have the LA Lakers, the Pelicans, the Trailblazers, and the Spurs, and then the Rockets. Looking at award races, at the moment they have Jokic leading the MVP race, followed by Giannis, followed by Embiid, Tatum, and then Luka Doncic. Rookie of the Year, they have Paolo winning it, which I don't see anybody else winning it, to be honest. Man of the Year, they have Westbrook winning it. I'm pretty certain he's not going to win it. Defensive Player of the Year, they also have Gobert. I'm pretty certain he's not going to win it either. Embiid in second, Turner in third, Jokic, and then Brook. Honestly, I have no idea who's going to get it. I would say it's possibly going to be Giannis again. Most Improved, they have Trey Murphy, Sengun, Edwards, PJ Washington, and Jalen Green. It's undoubtedly going to go to Lauri Markkanen. There's no way it goes to anyone else. So Embiid actually ends up winning MVP, which he took it away from Jokic, so that's pretty surprising. Paolo wins Rookie of the Year like we thought. Cole Anthony wins Sixth Man of the Year. Embiid wins DPOI also, and Sengun wins Most Improved. Coach of the Year is Mike Budenholzer, who is for the Bucks, I believe. Yeah, he's the coach of the Bucks, so they might have ended up having the best record, or second best record, I guess. First team is Luka, Shea, Giannis is injured, Tatum, and Embiid, which that means that Jokic made second team, which is crazy. Oh, he got injured. Yeah, that'll do it. I didn't turn injuries off just for that reason, because that's what 2K's predicting. Trae Young, John Morant, Julius Randle, DeMar DeRozan, Jokic, Sabonis, Levine, Siakam, Harden, Lillard. Defensive team, Luka, which is crazy. OG Anunoby, Porzingis, Mobley, Embiid, Gobert, Jimmy Butler, Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Shea. All rookie first team, Paolo, Ivy, Jalen Williams, Walker Kessler, and Benedict Mathurin. Second team, Tari Eason, Jeremy Sohan, I believe is how you pronounce that, Keegan Murray, Jabari Smith, and Jalen Duren. There's no guards in there, so I don't know what 2K's on. Taking a look at the final NBA standings, the Celtics take the 1 seed, Bucks take the 2 seed, and they lost 3 straight to get there. 76ers 3 seed, Cavs 4 seed. The Heat jump up to the 5 seed. It's a pretty close race for like 5 through 8. Then it's the Knicks, Hawks are the first team of the play-in, followed by the Bulls, followed by the Nets, and the Raptors get the final play-in spot over the Wizards, Pacers, and Magic. In the West, we have the Denver Nuggets over the Kings, who they actually kept the Kings on their hot streak IRL, so that's nice. Grizzlies are the 3 seed, Suns are the 4 seed, Mavs are 5, Clippers are 6, Lakers end up making it into the play-in, Pelicans, Timberwolves, and Warriors right ahead of OKC off of some sort of tiebreaker. The Jazz fall out, Trailblazers and Spurs, and also the Rockets. League leaders, points per game, ended up going to Embiid, Doncic in second. Rebounds, Sabonis actually leads in rebounds. I believe this is per game. Giannis right behind. Harden had the most assists per game. OG Anunoby had the most steals per game, followed by Jimmy Butler. And Jaren Jackson had the most blocks per game. Most turnovers went to Trae Young, followed by Luka. Most fouls per game, Sabonis. Highest field goal percentage went to Walker Kessler. Most field goals made per game went to Giannis. Most attempted went to Luka. Highest field goal percentage, highest 3-point percentage went to Malcolm Brogdon and Al Horford. Most 3-pointers made per game went to Klay Thompson and Damian Lillard. Most attempted went to Dame. Best free throw percentage went to Kevin Durant. Free throws made per game went to Embiid, and attempted went to Giannis. And then highest plus minus went to Jokic. So we're going to look at the play-ins first. Pelicans versus Lakers. This will be just who gets to play the Kings. So it might be valuable if one of these teams can pull it out. I would like to see the Lakers pull it out because then that means that the Kings have a chance to win because the Pelicans are overrated in this, in 2K at least. And LeBron does take care of business. He will be in the playoffs. Warriors versus Timberwolves. I'm not sure who's going to win. Right now, the Timberwolves have a very small lead. It's only 2 points. And they win by 10. And Jalen, I'm pretty sure that was, is that Jalen McDaniels or Jaden? That was Jaden McDaniels. He came up very clutch. First off, Bulls and Hawks. The Bulls are losing, but they have a better second quarter. They lose out in the third and the fourth. Trae Young gave them the work. LaVine really tried, though. So the Bulls will be facing either the Nets or the Raptors. I assume it's going to be the Raptors because actually, no, it would be whoever wins this game. So I assume it's going to be the Nets. And they take care of business. Dinwiddie, that I actually kind of just wasn't paying attention for the Nets because I forgot that they were with like Mikal Bridges and Dinwiddie, and I just kind of thought they had KD still. Timberwolves were dominating until the Pelicans just decided to come in there with that third quarter, but the Timberwolves will squeak through on the back of Anthony Edwards and Cat. Bulls versus Nets to see who gets into the playoffs. I have no idea. The Nets team is a very big sleeper team. The Bulls has more talent, though, and they show it out here. They dominate the second half. Okay, so looking at the matchups for the playoffs, first up we have the Celtics versus the Bulls, Cavs versus the Heat, Sixers versus the Knicks, Bucks versus Hawks, Kings versus Lakers, Grizzlies versus Clippers, Suns versus Mavericks, and Nuggets versus Timberwolves. So given my thoughts for the matchups, I think the Nuggets are going to take this one. I think the Suns are going to take this one. Grizzlies, possibly Kings, Celtics, the Cavs. I think there's going to be no upsets round one, so we'll see how that goes. And the Clippers are up 3-0 on the Grizzlies. So facing elimination, the Grizzlies play their best basketball, and they will stay alive for another game. Every other game is not on the brink of elimination, so we're going to go back to Memphis versus LA. If the Clippers blow a 3-0, they won't be able to live this down. So 3-2, if the Clippers lose this, then it goes to Game 7, which it doesn't look like they will. They'll finally grow backbone, and it's Westbrook that puts them away. Okay, the Bucks, they need this for Game 7, and they are down big. They're down like 20, and they only get 1 point back. That's not going to be enough, and they are eliminated. Trae Young drops 59 in elimination. If the Timberwolves win this, it's over for the Nuggets, and they go out in the first round, losing to Cat and Ant. And that's just because their MVP is out, which, unfortunate timing, but that's the NBA. Game 7, another tight series. The Heat are up. Not a very big lead, though. And they end up winning by 7. Bam carries. I don't know where Jimmy Butler is. Oh, he had a really bad game. Chicago in the Celtics are in Game 7. So the Celtics are going to skirt by in the series, but they are stomping them in this game. How big, is that a 60-point win? 70-point win? Is that what that is? That's a 70-point victory. That might be the biggest playoff victory I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so Kings versus Lakers. This one was the most unconfident. I mean, this is the one I was the most unconfident in. Picking the Kings, but 2K Sim doesn't like the Kings, and they go down. Russell, James, and Davis all have 20-point games. So we are 2 games in, and only one series was split. 3-0 on both sides over here. And the Mavericks win 4-0. And the Clippers win 4-1. So we're going to look at the Sixers and the Hawks. I would be very surprised if the Hawks are actually able to put them away here. They are winning the first 2 quarters. They lose the third by not much. So it's not going to be enough. And the Hawks will actually make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Facing elimination, they win the second quarter, but not by enough. So they need a big fourth, and they don't get it. Celtics are going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals and eliminate the Miami Heat. So now we have the Mavericks and the Clippers versus the Celtics and the Hawks. If I'm being honest, the Celtics have a super easy road to a title here. They just have to beat Atlanta, who really shouldn't be here. And then they get to beat the Clippers or the Mavericks, who really shouldn't be here either. So we're simming 3 games, and the Hawks are up 3-0. If the Celtics get swept, I will lose my mind. Trae Young should not be here at all, and they will. They're going to go to the finals. They just swept the 1 seed. Dallas is up 3-1 on the Clippers. I will say for LA, this has been a very good run for them. They're not going to be happy with losing like this, but it has been very good for them. So now in the finals, we have Luka versus Trae Young, Kyrie versus DeJounte, Josh Green versus DeAndre Hunter, Markieff Morris versus John Collins, and Christian Wood versus Clint Capella. And they take game 1. And no fault to Luka, but they got curb stomped, and there's nothing he can do about that. Game 2 goes to the Hawks, and once again, there's nothing Luka can do about it. Game 3, they're down 3-0, and this time Luka doesn't have the best game, and it shows. And the Atlanta Hawks are your NBA champions, and they went, 16-4? They lost 4 games, and they were in the first 2 rounds. Obviously, it's not going to happen in real life, but looking at this bracket, I mean, we'll take a snapshot of it in our minds, and later on we'll come back and take a look at it and see how it compared to real-life NBA. Finals MVP was obviously Trae Young. But I do hope you enjoyed. This was just a fun little video. I decided to get out before the playoffs actually started. If you liked the video, then leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all next time.